What's going on, my extraterrestrials? I know this is kind of out of nowhere, but I'm gonna try to keep this video as short as it can be, so I'm just gonna get right to the point. Old games are better than new games. Simple as that. I don't care what you think. I guess it's an opinion. You can have your own opinion. But in all honesty, I just kind of feel like all the game physics, game world, game quality, it's all just kind of been going downhill recently. It's just on a decline. Except for graphics, sure. Most games, I'm gonna say most, some games even can't even compare to the old games, the old classics. But yeah, some games got good graphics. That's like the only thing improving. It's like they're focusing more on graphics and less on even the performance of the game. Some games don't even run on certain consoles or certain platforms. It really just seems like gaming has gone more into the business field rather than just an enjoyable thing you can do at home after getting home from business. I mean, there are literal businesses based off of video games, and I'm not even talking about developing video games, and that's not what I have a problem with. But you know, as long as they make a good graphics, the game's good in their minds, it feels like. But honestly, yeah, there's some good games coming out. I can admit that. I'm not gonna say that all games coming out today are bad, but really, there's nothing coming out, there's nothing being released today that scratches that itch that games back then did when you wanted to play, when you wanted to sit down all night. I cannot do that with any games I have today. I'll sit down for an hour or two and it's just, I feel like I'm trudging along, I'm dragging my feet in the games, and it's never been like that. Maybe I'm getting older, but I don't think it's that, because I can go back to those games that I played as a kid. Those games released a decade ago, over a decade ago, and I can get back into that zone. Maybe it's a childhood nostalgia thing. Really, it feels like it's just all media today. TV, movies, gaming, it feels like it's all just on a decline. That's a whole nother video. I feel like I'm going a little bit too much into detail already. As I said, I wanted to keep this short and sweet. I always find myself looking back though at like all the classic games I used to play, and probably a lot of you guys played too, but games like New Vegas, SWAT, the Stalker series, so many more games I still have on my computer and I still sink hours into. It's just something about the quality of the games. It just feels like more, I want to say more love was put into the games, but that seems a little cheesy. It just seems like any game made after like 2015 is pretty much just battle royale and lobby shooters, which I don't know, I haven't been keeping up with. I'm kind of in the dark so much with gaming. I don't know half of the games coming out. Only game I really know and knew coming out as soon as it was announced was Alan Wake 2, because I love Alan Wake. That game is so good. But back to the topic, I don't want to keep droning off. I tend to do that. I even look back at DLCs. Like, you used to be able to expect at least 3 to 4 solid expansions for every game you got. Now you get to expect, what, a battle pass. And even if not expansions, you could always expect amazing mods for older games. And I'm not saying that there's no mods today, but nothing compares to the old games. There were older games that had mods made. Those mods were so good, they spawned their own game development companies, and they spawned their own games built off of the engines of the original. That's how great those mods are. You don't see anything like that today. For example, I know there's a bunch, but one that I play is Daggerfall Unity. This is a mod that is on the GOG store. You can pick it up for free. I fully recommend you to too. But it is a mod that was so good that GOG said, we need to put this on our storefront. And you don't see that with anything, any mods being made today. And honestly, I think it's the community. Like the modding communities for the games are not as big as they used to be. Maybe I honestly don't know why I'm not a modder, but that's just what it seems like looking into it. Honestly, that's about it. It's just the game content, the mods, the DLCs, the communities. Everything seemed more about the gaming back then, when today it's like you got all these esports leagues and you got business. It's all business, I feel like, and not a lot of people take the gaming, how gaming is supposed to be, and you can't even find that in the games anymore, except for older games. Again, this is all personal opinion, and I know I've been kind of droning on, but I've just been playing all my old games recently. Games like, what is it, Jedi Academy. I've been playing Jedi Academy. I've been playing Stalker. Sure, it's the Anomaly mod. It's a more modern version. Daggerfall Unity. I don't know. Just something about those older games. They scratch that itch. I'll say forever, and I'll keep saying it. Old games are better. Within reason. Within reason. Okay. This has already gone on too long. So, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Don't forget to subscribe and catch me in the next one. Deuces.